So recently RedBubble made some big changes. They added a new tier system, they added some extra fees. In this video I'm going to talk about all those new changes. I'm going to show you where you can find the information for it. I'm going to share with you what I would do and some options that you could do as well. Let's go. Hey everyone, it's Juno with Detour Shirts. In this video, I'm going to talk about RedBubble and the changes they made recently. We're going to talk tiers, we're going to talk fees. I want to make this video about what it is. This is going to I'm going to lay out what the changes are. I don't want this to be a hating on RedBubble video, although I really don't think this was the best decision for RedBubble. I think they could have done a lot better things. But I'm going to just give you the facts, and I don't want to tell you what to do. I want to show you all the just different changes, and you can decide for yourself what you want to do. I'll share my opinion, what I'm going to do, but of course you don't have to follow me. You can do whatever you want, and your situation is going to be different from mine anyway. So lots to see in this video. I'm going to try and break it down for you just so you can make the right decision. Let's go into RedBubble right now, and I'll show you all the different changes. All right, so here we are on RedBubble. I'm on my dashboard here, and you can see this new tab, or this new section. It's called Account, Tiers, and Fees. We're going to go there. This is going to explain everything. This is where you would go to learn all about this. I'm going to give you a high-level explanation of what I know, but we're going to look at this. So accounts, tiers, and fees, this is what happens when you click on it. You can see what are the new account tiers. So now there's 3 tiers on RedBubble, and here are the 3 tiers: Standard, Premium, and Pro, and they go and explain what each tier is, and I can go over that here. So I'm going to scroll down here. So first, RedBubble Standard, you can see free shop, everybody gets that. A global audience of millions, of course, when you're on RedBubble you get that. Full control over your pricing, everybody gets that. That's standard, nothing's changed there. Customer service support on your behalf, we all have that currently. Global printing and shipping, of course, we got that. Inclusion in market programs, yes. Email support and help center and blog resources. It's everything that we have right now, nothing different. Some things are taken away though. So email newsletter with tips, I believe I have that. I believe everybody has that. That's only going to be for the premium. Advance notice of sale dates, I get that currently. I think when you sign up. So I guess we're losing that for those that don't have standard, don't get that. Opportunities to create fan art. This could be a big one if you already are doing fan art. I don't get a lot of fan art submissions, so not a big deal there. Advanced notification of product launches. I get that sometimes, and they do. I mean, it kind of helps if you sell some of the new products. Account fee is not applied. So account fee is just for the standard, and we're going to get into that. But for Premium and Pro, you don't get the account fee applied. I'm going to scroll down here. Dedicated account manager, there's an asterisk here, only available for high earning premium accounts. So some premium accounts will get an account manager. All the pro accounts will get the account manager. And now we're going into the pro account. So more featured opportunities. Not sure what that is. I guess that's new. Increased marketing and PR opportunities, which is new. Advanced customer and marketplace insights. New fast-track license art approval, and increased support. So it sounds like what we have currently is premium. So I mean, at least those options. And some of us will be taken down to standard, and some of us to pro. You can see with your account here, if you go into account tiers and fees, it will tell you what tier you're on currently. So mine says your account tier is premium. So I kind of have the middle of the road here, which is kind of what we have today. So not a big change for me, except I also don't get the account fee applied. So lucky, I'm one of the lucky ones that don't get that. So check yours, see what tier you're on, and you can see kind of what you have here. So now let's talk about fees. The way to find the fees is to come down here, and you can see an overview of new account fees. This link right here. Let me see if we're missing any other. Well, you could go here and get more details on the new account and tiers. I'm not going to click that. You can do that in your own time. And how accounts are reviewed and classified, we'll come back to that. And really it's very arbitrary, but I'll read it, what they say. to level up. It's not a very precise thing like Amazon merch is, where it says Amazon merch is like you have to have this many sales and this many uploads. It's not that precise on how to move up from tier to tier. So first, the fees. So come here and click on this, and you can see this has a long paragraph of fees. I'm gonna really just go all the way down. You can read all of this, but I think this will answer your questions the most. Right here, the fee table, if you scroll all the way down, you can see right here. And basically what it's saying is each month you come in here and see how much profit you made, your earnings for the month. So let's say I made $20 this month. So I'm right here, $20. I'm going to get $9.20 taken out of those $20 as part of the fee if I'm in the standard tier, right? You can use this as well if you make, let's say you made $100 a month. You come here, they're going to take out $34 that month from the 100. So you don't get the full 100, you get 100 minus the 34, right? And it goes all the way up to 500. I'm imagining standard tiers. If you're making $500 a month, wow. You should really be on the premium and pro stuff. But I guess some standard accounts would make $500 or more, and if you do, it kind of caps out at $92. So you don't get the 500, you get 500 minus 92, or whatever you make above 500 minus that 92. So really simple math. You just come here and you'll see what it is. I think that's real easy. So next thing I wanted to talk about is, well, let's go back here. How accounts are reviewed and classified. How do I get into each of these tiers and how do I move up? So I'm going to click on here and you can see it goes explaining the tiers again. How are they reviewed? And post sign up. What's the difference between the three tiers? We kind of went over that, but they're kind of explaining kind of what they feel it is that makes you in these tiers. How can I change these account tiers? Now here's where it gets very vague. So you can see here, to give your account the best chance of moving into the premium or pro tier, we recommend these things. Creating based on trends or themes your customers are searching for, which we should be doing anyway. Increasing the commercial success of your designs. Of course, we all want that. Driving direct high quality traffic to your RedBubble store. So they really want you to drive more traffic than you already are to that, posting on social media or whatever. Uploading designs that showcase your unique creative skills. Uploading your best work with attention to image resolution and product formatting, and completing your bio and adding links to your social profiles. So it sounds like what they are really looking for is a top seller who's selling a lot, not only just on the platform, but because they have an audience and can drive traffic. That's what it sounds like to me, but there is no specific numbers. Like, do I tier up if I get 100 sales? Do I tier up if I get 500 sales? What am I trying to get? So maybe they'll have more on this, I'm not sure, but right now it seems very vague, and they can kind of pick and choose who they want to put in premium and pro and standard. That's what it seems like to me. So again, I showed you how to find all of this. So that's it. You can read this. I'm not going to read over it. I think you can kind of see what we're saying here about what it takes to be in a standard, what they think it takes to be in premium, and what it thinks to be a pro. So the next thing you might be wondering is, what am I going to do as a RedBubble seller? So as you know, I'm in the premium tier. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just stay and wait it out and see what happens. Even if I was in the standard tier, I would probably wait it out and see what happens. I'm going to probably slow down uploading to RedBubble, and I really have in the last year or so anyway. So nothing really is going to change for me. I may upload just a little bit, but I'm not going to put priority on RedBubble as much as I do for some of the other print-on-demand sites like Amazon and TeePublic. I do a lot better on Amazon and TeePublic than RedBubble. RedBubble has been my number 3 for a long time. At least the last couple of years, TeePublic has passed over RedBubble. So I did a survey recently on YouTube asking my audience what they would do, and these are the results. So here are the results on YouTube, the survey that I did on YouTube. You can see the majority of you guys, out of 426 votes, 37% said leave RedBubble, but that's kind of deceiving because I put one here that says I'm not currently on RedBubble, or I'm not on RedBubble currently. So out of the 79% here that are actually on Redbubble, 46%, so it's even higher, almost 50% of you are thinking about leaving Redbubble. And of course, you can make up your own decisions. I've given you all the facts here. I think that definitely is an option to leave Redbubble and focus your time on somewhere else. Maybe you don't like the way that they're doing things, and you want to show them that that's not cool. This is not things should be done. So definitely an option to do here is leave Redbubble, stay with Redbubble, or think about it. That's kind of what I'm doing. I'm staying on Redbubble and kind of thinking about it, what to do. So you may be wondering, if you leave Redbubble, what are some of your options? So some of the options I would do if I left Redbubble would be, I would focus more on TeePublic, which I am anyway. I'm not really focusing on Redbubble, or Amazon. I think those two will do a lot better. At least for me, it has done a lot better for me in Redbubble. Another option would be Etsy. I know they have fees, and I don't do Etsy personally, but a lot of people do Etsy and they do love it. It's just going to take a lot more time, and because you're stopping Redbubble, you may have more time to do that. It's a lot less passive, but they do have a lot more traffic. And so if you're not good at driving traffic, I think Etsy is a good way to go as well. Of course, you're going to have to set up a Printful or some other third-party printer site, but that is another option. As far as other pod sites, I don't know how many other pod sites have more traffic than Redbubble does currently, besides Amazon and besides TeePublic and Etsy. Those are kind of the big three. If you are really good at driving traffic, then why not start your own? Redbubble wants to have you drive traffic to their site. If you're really good at that, I would say start your own print-on-demand website like Shopify. I have like detourshirts.com. You can get your own domain name and create a Shopify or WooCommerce or any of those things. If you really know how to drive traffic, I think that can be really helpful. And you can get a better markup anyway, so you can get shirts for a lot cheaper through Printful or Printify and things like that and sell it on your site. I may have to do a video for that. I do that currently. I don't drive a lot of traffic to it, but I do know how to set one up. So if you want to learn that, let me know that in the comments. The last thing I want to show you is something that I think you could do that could really tell Redbubble how you feel. And it's not just sending in an email, they actually have a survey. So I'm going to go back to Redbubble and I'll show you where that is. So we're back here on Redbubble, account, tiers, and fees. Go to this on your dashboard, right? Dashboard, and then here, and then go to introduction to the new account and tiers. Now, one thing I forgot to show you at the bottom, if you scroll all the way down, you're going to see here, we'd welcome any thoughts and feedback via this link. So you can click that link, and here's a survey. Fill out how you feel, some optional things, and they also have some feedback. So if you can type in here too what you feel about it, how you feel, and let Redbubble know what you're feeling about this. I think they should hear from all the sellers, especially if you're thinking about leaving, especially if you're thinking this is not a great idea, which I wrote one here and I told them, guys, this is not a great idea. This is really dumb. Why would you do this to sellers? A lot of sellers really don't like this. I don't think it's going to help. So just put in here what you think. You can see dissatisfied and all of that stuff. So really short. It's a short survey, but you can put as much as you want in here. Your text. So do that and let Redbubble know how you feel. So there you go, all the information you need about the new Redbubble tier system and the fee system. Look at it, decide for yourself what you're going to do. Maybe a lot of you already have decided according to that survey what you're going to do. I, again, don't think this is the greatest idea. Redbubble has a lot of problems right now with copyright infringement, tag spamming, and a lot of accounts getting closed. They should really solve that, and I don't know if this thing that they're doing with the tier system is actually going to solve that. I guess time will tell, but we'll see. I really don't know what's going to happen there. So thanks so much for watching. And if you are thinking about taking another print-on-demand site or doing another print-on-demand site, I have this video right here I made a while ago of the 10 print-on-demand sites that I use. Look through that and see which one is the best for you if you decide to do something else. Hopefully that's really helpful. Thanks again for watching. And as always, guys, keep creating and keep learning. I'll see you on the next one.